Well, Lamma is the shop window for the agricultural machinery businesses in England and in other parts of Europe. We have a growing number of people coming over from Europe to exhibit their products. We have exhibitors from France, Germany, Slovenia, Denmark, Sweden. So we're becoming better known in Europe, and I think respected as an organisation where people can show the products to a big audience of farmers who are interested people, and who of course once they get here they can see virtually everything there is in Europe in one go. The show first started solely as a small show for local Lincolnshire machinery manufacturers. No one else was allowed to take part in the show apart from those people, and it worked for quite a few years and was going to be successful. And then people from outside the county said, well, you know, we want to be involved in your show. So we then let them a few more people in, and in the end it became not really a free-for-all, but all the bigger manufacturers wanted to come in, and in the end we grew to the size we are now, where virtually every manufacturer in the country is involved here. The majors, New Holland, Agco, and down to the smallest men. We have tried not to ignore the small man, because he was our first starting point, and that was the reason the show was built. And we have made sure that it is cost effective for those small guys. To the big men it is very reasonable indeed, but to the small man it is very cost effective. And it's probably the only national show that he will attend, because he can't afford to go to the bigger ones. I would think the main benefit that the exhibitor is going to get is that he's got a very large audience. It is exclusively farmers, contractors and people involved in the farming or amenity industries. They come from all over the country. We know they're coming down from Aberdeen, we know they come up from the southwest, we know they come up from Kent. So yeah, we have a truly national audience now. As we are the sort of show we are, which is free entry and free parking, we don't count the bodies coming through the door, but we have ways and means of estimating, and the showground are estimating at the present time almost 30,000. When did you first come to Lamma?
It was 2004 we entered the inventors competition. To our amazement, we won it, and we even sold the machine at the stand. So we came back from Lamma and we started a limited company, and we sold 100 machines in the first year. Lamma got us started. If it hadn't been for Lamma, I think it would have been 3 years longer to get where we got to, because we got all the publicity in the press, the Guardian, every paper featured us winning at Lamma the first year, and that got us going. And if we have a new machine to come out, we always try to announce it at Lamma Show, because it's a good marketplace and it's totally the best agricultural show in the country now. There's nothing to touch. You can't go to a show to see as much varied machinery and every type of machinery there at any other show.
We always come here, but we don't normally have a base like this. There are hundreds of people that go and meet out there. In terms of will we be associated with Lamma, absolutely, certainly. It's a very, very important show to the industry.
Environmental stewardship provides funding and support to farmers and land management throughout England. This is the first time we've come with a national stand to Lamma, mainly because we know that there's huge footfall here. There's about 25,000 people per annum at these shows, and we're trying to engage with the largest audiences possible. And also at a business event, Lamma's deemed a very core business event in the farming calendar, and we want to be a part of that.
Lamma's a pretty important show for us now, probably one of the most important machinery shows in the UK these days. So yeah, it's an event that we support really very well, and we're glad to be here. The majority of people we'll see here today are generally farmers. This is quite a large farming area. It's an arable and mixed farming area, so those are the kind of customers that we expect to see. Also a lot of speciality crops growers, vegetable growers, potato growers, a lot of those come here. And you see around the show today a lot of the equipment that you'll see on the other stands there is speciality equipment aimed at those kind of potato and root crop growers. So the majority of people we talk to are going to be farmers. There are also those people out there that buy a tractor for other uses, maybe for construction uses, for transport, maybe on a hobby farm, those kind of people, but they're really probably the minority. It's a farmer's show, it's a farmer's event. Lamma really has been, over the past 5 or 6 years, probably the fastest growing agricultural show here in the UK. And really for our part of the business, for the machinery sector, then really Lamma has come to be one of the most important shows in the UK, together alongside maybe cereals. So Lamma's important for us. We'd intend to come here again next year and for the foreseeable future.
The Lamma Show is unique in that it attracts the whole spectrum of farm people, if you like, partly because it's free entry, which is a slightly sort of cynical thing to say, but it comes at a time of year where farm staff are probably not that busy on their arable farms. They'll all be planted up, so it enables the farmer to bring his entire staff to have a thorough look at what machinery firms have to offer, what goods and services we have. So it's really quite a unique event, and the timing of the year for it is very suitable for us. Yeah, we come to the Lamma Show really just to keep contact with existing customers, and also to hopefully attract potential and indeed new customers. Our dealers use it. We sell through a dealer network across the UK, and generally, whether they're from the north of England or the south of England, they will all attend Lamma because they know such a large section of the farming community is here, so they use it as a complete sort of networking system, if you like, because all their suppliers will be here and probably a good proportion of their customers will be here as well.